Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I'm glad to be on here with you guys. Man, I'm just watching college football. I'm in the studio, yes, like you said. And hold on, I'm trying to get the camera straight here so I look like I'm on the but yeah, I'm trying to keep my eyes on some games right now, watching Tennessee, watching our game on NBC where we got Oregon and Wisconsin going at it. So just like you guys, trying to keep pace with everything.
No doubt.
Yeah, it is a long day of just trying to keep up with all this college football going on. And let's just talk about the game that we did the highlight on for Texas. What are some of the things that stood out to you? Because this is a game where it was a little bit of a marathon for them to be able to get this win.
Yeah, not easy. You know, rivalry game. Arkansas is a big deal when you get down there in that part of the country to Texas, right? You know, Pig Suey, all that. Arkansas, a pretty good team, one of those under the radar. Yeah, I know they're not in the college football playoff conversation or all that, but played tough football throughout the year. I think the defense, what we saw from our D today was real. It's an impressive group there. I wish we could run the football better as far as Texas, what I'm talking about, you know, being a little concerned about that and that aspect and the fact that when the passing game's not hitting on all cylinders, we can't lean on the run game a little bit there. But all in all, there's no doubt we're one of the better, more consistent teams in all of college football, and we got some playmakers at wide receiver and at quarterback, of course, and then some defensive players I heard you guys talking about that are top notch.
All right, well, slow down. You're not the real UT there, Chris Sims, okay? All right,
what?
But no. But he knows I always tease him with that. But, you know, Christopher, my brother, bro man, you know, Brohemian. What do you think about Sark's offense and kind of just the way that they've been they've been critical, we've been critical of how they're kind of more at the line of scrimmage with their passing game. Do you think Sark needs to try to open it up with their skill group, or is this kind of just what they are at this point in the year and this is how they need to continue to win games?
I think that they're trying to use the short passing game a little bit for a substitute of that lack of a running game there. And I also think they're still trying to protect their offensive line to a degree and be a little bit picky and choosy about when they want to hold the ball and throw the ball down the football field. And then I think on top of that, I think Quinn Ewers has something to do with that too. Quinn, as you guys know, for college football this day and age, he's a below average mover and runner, right? So he's not going to make a lot of plays with his legs. And the other thing he does at times, and where I think this might also be a reason they call quicker developing pass plays, is he does hold the ball where he won't get off the number one read, right? When I watch some film of him and stuff, at times I go, man, if Sark doesn't dial it up perfectly, he'll just sit there and keep patting the ball until that one comes open. And you're like, no, come on, move to 2, move to 3, move to 4, let's go. But all in all, as I said, you know, this is a real good football team and definitely one of the best teams in college football.
Chris, we focus on these skill position groups, and it was fascinating to me what Sark did with this skill position group, right? They lose, 4 players to the NFL. They reload out of the transfer portal. And Coach Sark has continuity, though, on that offensive line. It's been fascinating to watch how he has built this program, and it seems like it's built to last. What do you like about what he has done down there in Austin since he got there?
Yeah, I think you said it. It's built to last, right? We just got this thing jump-started, and I think he's got to go and in the direction we'd all like it to as far as Texas fans and everything there. He's a very good recruiter. He's got a little charisma and pizzazz about him, right? Can talk some crap to the players and, got that right touch of can give you the hot poker, but also make you feel loved. And then he's creative. I mean, he's definitely one of the more creative pass game planners there are in football. Yep. And then with the resources you got down there at Texas, and Matt could tell you, I mean, he's been there a lot. Right, we know it's a special school. They got a lot of money. They got all that. And as long as they got a coach like him there, I would think this continues to roll and we get back to Texas of the old days where we're a top 5 team every year for the most part.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Chris Sims and Roy Williams in this Steve Sarkeesian offense, that's for sure. But, all right, now, who is on your...
Yeah, I'd like to have seen that too, and I'd like to have seen, some of this money of the NIL era. That's what I'd like to see.
I wouldn't have made any money, but you would have made a ton of money, bro. All right, who is on your Mount Rushmore of Texas football?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think there's 3 that I think are undeniable, right? Ricky Williams right off the bat, right? Earl Campbell, no doubt about it. And Vince Young, no doubt about it. Then then it gets debatable and where you want to go. I think I'd probably go Tommy Nobis, right? Old linebacker, number 60 back in the day, 2-time All-American. I mean, played in the NFL for a long time. He'd probably be the guy I'd look at to go is next in that. But there's like Bobby Lane in the old school days. Right. There's James Street, who was the quarterback of all those great teams in the 60s that won the national championship and all that. But I think my 4 would be the one I'd go with.
All right. Final question, because the conversation around Texas is who have they beat? Their best win is Vanderbilt.
Oh, he said it, not me,
right?
Chris.
I'm just saying that's a talk of the streets. So as you look towards the end of the season, how strongly do you feel about Texas being able to win it all?
Oh, I guess I would say Oregon is clearly the number 1 team for me. Oregon, the way they play offense and defense, and I think after the first 2 weeks of the season, they've been the most consistent team in college football. But after that, I think we're right in the running of this thing as far as being that next team up. Quality roster. I know the quality wins aren't there, but we got A&M in 2 weeks. Hopefully that changes everybody's view of us, but certainly think we're one of the 3 or 4 best teams in the game.
We lied. One more for you, Chris. We got Thanksgiving coming up next week. What does Thanksgiving look like in the Sims household? We got Papa Phil out there. You guys drawing up plays? Like, what's going on?
Oh, no, yeah. I mean, no, Papa Phil will be there. He's old. He's washed up. He can't do a whole lot. Right? So he's not going to do much. It's going to be me and Matt out there trying to get the family together and having a little fun that way.
Oh, look at the process, Matt.
Enjoy the day and watch some games and maybe have a few adult beverages, at least me.
Yeah. No, we're scrolling through some great pictures. I mean, it looks like a blast in the Sims household. I wish we were invited, but maybe that'll come next year. Chris, really appreciate you taking the time. Have a great night. A great night of college football ahead of us.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Take care of that knucklehead brother I got.
We try. We can only do so good, but thanks again.